You've got work to do, goals to hit, and maybe even dreams to chase. But instead, you're stuck. Not because you're lazy, but because of your emotions. Anxiety, discomfort, overwhelm, and suddenly procrastination feels safer than doing work. Sounds familiar? So let's break it down. Procrastination isn't just poor time management. It's emotional avoidance. You're not avoiding the task, you're avoiding how the task makes you feel. Maybe you fear you won't get things perfect, so you feel like you're better off not doing anything at all. And then the guilt kicks in and the cycle just carries on. Another way to describe it could be paralysis by analysis. And what that means is that you overthink so much that you freeze. Especially if you're neurodivergent or if you're sensitive to criticism, you might fixate on what's wrong with you instead of what you can do. Islam doesn't ignore those emotions, but instead it teaches you how to guide them. When we say to do tawakkul, that means to put your trust in Allah. So you do your part and then you leave the end result with Allah. In whatever you do, you need to remember that you need to have patience because things don't just get done like that. It's going to be overwhelming sometimes, but you need to exercise patience. And that should go hand in hand with tawakkul, which is putting your trust in Allah. So you tie your camel, you do your thing that you need to get done, and then the outcome of it and the result of it, you leave with Allah. And throughout all of this, you need to remember to do a dhikr and remember Allah throughout the whole process. And that's going to help you stay grounded and remember your purpose and intention of doing that task in the first place. The Prophet ﷺ said that the most beloved acts to Allah are those that are done consistently, even if they are small. So what that shows us is that we don't need to do everything perfectly. We just need to show up consistently. So whatever you do, start slowly, and that's going to help you build momentum because consistent actions end up being more powerful than big bursts of effort here and there. And then you just plateau and stop doing anything at all. Okay, so now let's get practical. How do you actually get things done when your emotions are messy and all over the place? Start with intention. For us Muslims, intentions are the biggest thing. That's what matters. So first of all, start with Bismillah. Any task that you do, start in the name of Allah. And remember that you're doing whatever you're doing for Allah, not for the results. So Allah should be your end goal, one who you're doing it for and the one you want to please in whatever you do. So for example, if you're working, make the intention that you're working to be able to then provide for your family, and that in turn is obviously going to please Allah because you're obeying Allah's command to take care of your family. Same thing if you're a housewife, so you're not working but you're a stay-at-home mom. And you feel like sometimes it's hard to just be cooking and cleaning and taking care of the children the whole time. But if you keep in mind that you're doing it for Allah and everything that you're doing is for Allah and to please Allah. You're not doing it for your husband. You're not doing it for your children. They're not the ones you want to please. Allah is the one that you want to please. Then it will be easier to carry out that task. So always link it back to Allah. Another thing you can do is think of yourself as a disciplined person. Don't think that you're just doing that just to get the job done, just to get things done, and that you're having to force these habits onto yourself. So shift your mindset to make it easier for yourself. The second thing you can do is to break it down. So instead of aiming for 3 hours of deep work, just aim for like 10 minutes. Or even if you want to start off with 2 minutes. Then of course you're going to think that, okay, now I've just started this work, I don't want to finish here. And so inshallah this will lead you to carry on working until you finish whatever you have to do. So for example, say you've got laundry to fold and you just give yourself 2 minutes, and in that 2 minutes you're folding laundry and then the timer is up. Of course, you're not going to most likely want to leave the laundry there. You're going to want to finish and carry on folding that laundry until you're done. And so you see how you just started with 2 minutes, but that ended up with you finishing that task. So that's obviously just an example, so you can see and then apply it to your own example. Start small and then gradually keep increasing. Another important thing for us Muslims is to keep salah as our structure. So structure your day around the salah times. So for example, say you're going to work on a specific task from Zuhr to Asr, and then from Asr to Maghrib you're going to take a break, and then from Maghrib to Isha you're going to do something else. So basically try to structure it around Salah to make it easier for you and for you to stay organized. Also remember to take a break because that is very important to reset your brain, and it's kind of like a reward for yourself that you've done so much, so now you deserve a break. Another very helpful thing would be to use tools that will help you keep track of your work and your tasks, and you can also share your goals with people, family or friends that would help support you and would be there for you to encourage you to finish your work. Celebrate the small wins so that it encourages you and makes you feel that discipline is actually rewarding for you. Of course, don't forget to make dua to Allah for Allah to keep you steadfast and give you that discipline in the first place. Ask Allah to help you stay consistent even when you feel weak and discouraged. And of course, forgive yourself. If you slip, don't think that,
oh, okay, that's it, like I'm done, everything is over, I finished,
and then just spiral into not doing anything again and starting from zero again. So don't give up completely, just reset and start again. Of course, you might go through hard times and there's going to be moments where you feel very discouraged and overwhelmed, but don't let those feelings take over you. Acknowledge them, but don't let them take over. At the end of the day, we're all human and we go through all those emotions, and Allah knows that and sees our struggle. So make dua to Him and turn back to Allah every day. At the end of the day, all you can do is put in the effort, and then inshallah Allah will help you achieve whatever you goal is or the task that you have to do. If you do these little tasks in the way that I just talked about, then inshallah your brain will be retrained to see these small tasks as manageable instead of painful, and that will help you inshallah in getting disciplined and consistent. Because discipline isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up. Any more suggestions or video ideas that you would like me to discuss from an Islamic lens and an Islamic point of view, then do let me know in the comments down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment so I know that you're enjoying them. Inshallah, see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.